LeBron, just to get the foot ankle question out of the way so we can talk about the game. You were down for a little bit there, obviously stayed in and finished the game out. How does it feel and any different from the last couple of weeks?
It's been better, that's for sure, but definitely wasn't going to go to the locker room and not finish the game out tonight. Just understood the importance of the game, and then the momentum that we had, I felt like we could, steal one after being down. But we monitor the next couple of days, see how it feels, and go from there.
With your foot obviously being significant to how the team's going to do, just setting that to the side for a second, how encouraged have you felt by, since the trade deadline, essentially getting the new guys in the lineup, getting a tough win like this, and how would you zoom out and view what you guys are at right now?
I feel like we're in a good place, so I want to try to continue that.
For both you guys, having a player like, Jared Vanderbilt, who wants the challenge of Luka Doncic, who doesn't need the ball to play with energy, how valuable is that for a team that's trying to win and win meaningful basketball?
Very valuable. Being down 27-14 at half, and he comes out and set the tone for it defensively on Luka, getting some steals, making him shoot some tough shots. His rebounding on both ends of the floor. They just started a effect for our group to lock in defensively. And like on the other end, he know guys like to play off of him and make him shoot, and he know how to play off of it. With his corner cutting and crashing to the glass, getting us extra possession. So his value for our team. You can't even put it into words, what he brings and does for us. So having a player like that definitely helps us. Same thing.
AD with some of those shots, the dunk and then the turnaround over Luka. At your best moments with this franchise, we've seen sort of that swagger, that confidence kind of come out. Was tonight the most you've felt that since coming back from your injury, and where's your confidence at in terms of feeling like you can reach that ceiling of a player that we've seen this year?
My confidence is always high. Tonight our shooters, us as a team, wasn't shooting the ball great, and so I just able to want to be a little bit more aggressive. We were running some plays where I was able to catch the ball and make decisions. So just coming out being aggressive and doing what I have to do to help the team win, and then just making reads from there, whether it's going to a pick and roll, or shooting the ball, or making a play for a teammate. So I just want to come out and just be aggressive each and every night.
Dang.
LeBron, I do have a Vando follow for you. His length, his size, speed, athleticism, all that is so apparent when you watch him play. But is there anything IQ-wise, instinct with him, the way he approaches?
I think some guys in our league, when you're not great at something, teams are able to use that to their advantage defensively and either sag off of you or play off of you, or you're able to. Sometimes you play an offense it's 5-on-4 or whatever the case may be. His basketball IQ and his intelligence of being guarded this way for so long has actually used it to his advantage. So him, like AD said, being able to. Teams turn their head because they're not paying attention to him because they don't think it's a threat. Goes back door for a layup, as you saw in the fourth quarter, on a reverse. Teams are not accounting for him, when shots go up. So you saw the 8 offensive rebounds that he had, and then his energy, his effort, alone. He knows where to be on every single possession. And he knows how to utilize teams not accounting for him as an offensive threat. That is basketball IQ in his own right. And that's what makes him the player he is.
Last two, Jovan.
Question for both of you. You guys had 17 offensive rebounds, 62 points in the paint. In kind of remaking the roster at the trade deadline, you guys got a lot bigger and more athletic in the front court. Do you feel like tonight was kind of an example of the team you can be in terms of just being physically imposing in the paint on both sides?
Well, I think the game will dictate what we need to do. Tonight, offensively, from the exterior, we wasn't not shooting the ball extremely well, so we have the ability to now look at ways we can be good. Okay, if we can't shoot it well, we need to still get the ball popping, but we need to drive those closeouts. We need to, get the ball in the paint. We need to get offensive rebounds when we're not shooting well. So, to be able to have that ability to be able to say, okay, if we're not shooting well, we can still be in the game. We can still be productive. That's the key for our ball club.
All right. Mike, you got a follow-up?
Yeah, just with Vanderbilt in a lineup with you two, when you guys are can be bigs defensively, but also can switch out to the perimeter. It seems like he can do the same. Maybe some people didn't realize that. What does that allow you to do defensively? And how do you kind of figure that out amongst the three of you when you're in the half court and you guys are setting screens? They're calling different people over to switch, stuff like that.
Yeah, it gives us a lot of freedom. It's things that we probably couldn't have done earlier because we were just so small. But now you got Vando, me, Bron, and we're able to talk about it on the floor. Like, okay, do we want to switch this? Vando, how do you want to guard it? And make it as comfortable as we can for all three of us. If all three of us in the action, he was guarding Luka, and if me and Bron, guarding two screeners, then we might just, read it all the way down the line. It just depends with the floor of the game. If we need to stay in coverage, he's good enough. Vando is good enough where he's able to fight over a screen and still chase and get back in front. So it gives us a lot more freedom on the defensive end to be able to have a bigger, lineup with Vando in there and myself and Bron.
Thank you, sir.